Hello everybody, my name is Merc. We're back playing Blueprints, day 39. Happy to be back. Yesterday was quite the day for Blueprints for me. I didn't quite intend to spend the whole day playing it, but that's kind of what happened. The second run that I did in the afternoon ended up leaving me with so many clues and so many steps that I played it for the better part of my day, better part of my evening, trying to figure out the mysteries, losing my mind slowly but surely. I don't know how evident that was towards the end of the video, but I assure you, I was losing it. So we did come to some conclusions. I think we kind of solved 3 different mysteries using a new clue, one of them being, not visible right now, but was we'd found it in this spot we've seen many times before. Okay, so I don't know if it's a root cellar. There was one of the messages says there's a false wall somewhere. I think it was in the groundskeeper, the OG groundskeeper notes. Said there was a false wall in here, or in one of the outer rooms, but I think they questioned, or they mentioned specifically the root cellar, but I think they mentioned the root cellar in regards to like stashing the stuff, so I don't know if that's specifically what their regards. No sign has been found yet. Oh, whoa. XYZ ABC. Okay, but why is this here? This is a new clue. No sign. What is this supposed to mean? Because, like, we know what XYZ ABC means now. Although I don't know where in my notes it is. There it is. Is this the path she's taking? Because she was last seen getting into a carriage at... And it doesn't say there, but it's at the bell... The blue... I can't remember what it's called. It's not gonna be in here, it's gonna be up here. It's the problem with having so many categories. It's like... You think it's one and it's not. It's been so while since we've seen this note. Apologies at the start of this video is gonna be a little... 100 bells. Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. I believe 100 bells is like a cafe in Sandy Heights. I want to look at the train metro map again. Alright. Well, we haven't taken the root cellar in a while. Shovel will be value if we come back here. It's unfortunate that we don't have one. It's also unfortunate that it doesn't seem to be a breakable wall down there. Although it did say false wall, specifically were the words. Anyway, let's play this here video game by opening some doors. I don't know how I feel about these early storeroom hallway closets. We're gonna do it just to do it. Prove me one way or the other. Security early, always. What about this door? Not a bad nursery, but also we could just take hallway. Actually, let's just take nursery maybe. This seems kind of crazy, but I think we can work around it. We just need to make sure these next doors are very useful. They're very important for us. Whoa, whoa, we still have the silver spoon and car keys. Lame. Of all the things we could have got, we got car keys. We had so much stuff. Silver spoon will be good. We're gonna be floating on steps very soon, I'm sure. Well, not necessarily soon, but if we ever do dinner slash breakfast. You heard of these concepts? Okay, once again, log into network. Take a sip of my tea. Try to think of, like, do we order something else now? Is it time to make sure we have shovel on stock or something? I don't know, I'm gonna do magnifying glass again. There's other things we could be doing for sure, but I gotta think about that harder, I guess. It's more reliable than code check, right? So we really should be using it for something like that. And ensuring, I almost did it again, exiting after we finally log into lab, set your dice to small chest and entrance hall. Go bedroom. These are all really good. I don't think we have the blessing anymore for dice, which means we probably want this. We don't necessarily need all the keys anymore. Let's go with this. Make sure we're floating on. We gotta make sure we use our dice too before we draft bedrooms. This will be interesting, to say the least. So we could maybe even want to draft a bedroom right now. Go with parlor for gems. We're short on gems. This box contains the gems. This box does not contain the gems. The other two boxes are true. Well, they can't all be true. If this box is false, this box is true and this box is false, which means the black box would have it. If this box is true, that can't be true. If this box is true, this has to be false. I think it has to be black. I'm riding on black. I think no matter what here, the other two boxes cannot be true. Okay, I'm glad I got through that. A little unfortunate with some of these rooms here. Trying to think of how I want to do this. Get this closet out of here. We got a shovel. Always keep my shovel in the closet next to the parlor. Through security. Yeesh. Alright, well, we have to sacrifice gems here. We can only go forward. Let's take boiler room. Now dorm, I guess. There's a chest inside. We pop it. Unlock it. Drop it. Get our key back. It's a nice little dorm. When there's a window, the dorm doesn't seem so bad, but otherwise it feels kind of gross. I mean, I don't know. It'd be decent. I could live on that for sure. for as long as, you know, a degree takes, we'll say. Maybe. We could have had massive potential with the digging, I realize, but I don't know. We literally got no potential there, apparently. We could go back and start on digging up stuff from the root cellar. I mean, like, that seems okay. We have a lot of steps. We have 2 mechanical rooms, which is nice. Sucks that we had to use our passageway like that. I was really hoping for like spare bedroom, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm gonna sip my tea real quick. Try to. Apologies, okay. Trying to keyboard and mouse with one hand. Alternating the hand. Diggy diggy. Can I dig a tunnel? Ooh. Safe deposit key. Don't mind if I do. I didn't know you can get broken levers in holes. I really I want to consult my notes. Apologies, allow me to do this. Go back to the grave, the gardener's logbook. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of the hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. Stale quality of the air and unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within it, I found a large vat and copper still. Their time-worn surface is streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. Resealed in January. I'm unsure if these instruments can be restored in working condition. If they are, then we can have a use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the root cellar. So he mentions root cellar, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the root cellar. Outer rooms sealed shut behind a false wall. Stale quality of the air. Unmistakable aroma of corroded metal. I just don't understand what that could possibly mean, to be honest. Discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms. Like, specifically, this is called an outer room, right? So, if there's any hidden chamber... Okay, let's step back in one more time. It feels like if there's anything hidden, it'd be, like, right here, but, like... Yeah, I don't quite see anything else happening in here. That's fine though. It is a little suspicious that there's like just one singular barrel without a spigot, but whatever. Remember, we also want a burning glass, so it's good that we're still buying magnifying glasses for now. In which case we also want to go to the commissary, looking for a metal detector. There's a spare bedroom. Do we take early weight room? Ensures the way forward and a way into the antechamber. What is the experiment again? We'll get dice if we take the spare bedroom. And then now we start using the dice. A little weird, but we're doing it. We got battery. We can make the jackhammer thing. Actually, you know what? I think we do it, even though I was complaining about it so much last time. Because we have the root cellar. And we have a nursery setup going, and we already are encouraged to get bedrooms, so we don't necessarily need to be riding on turnips, and that was what I was complaining about the most. We do need a huge doors here. So, that's good. I think we take that, and then we go south and see what kind of damage we can do down here. Pretty nice den. We take that. Beautiful conservatory. Always love to see a conservatory. And we got a draft so we can go back to dormitory for steps. I don't know how worth it is, but it is something we could do. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a room, gain 10 steps. It doesn't sound like it adds up. It seems like you have to go back there to get your 10 steps, in which case that seems like a really bad room. We will be running high on gems. If we can get a study, we'll be going insane. We'll also be going insane if we get a study, because that's where the last safe is. Okay, these are huge. We want boiler room. I think we want it commonplace, even though we don't necessarily need the use of it. This is so huge. And then we want utility at commonplace, which seems crazy. I understand, because like we don't necessarily always find the use for that either. But what if we turn storeroom down a little? I'm even considering it to be unusual. That might be crazy. We only need it for the keys, I think. We definitely don't need it for the $1. And we're like already so good on gems usually. Like I don't like seeing this in the first draft, and then that's what's been happening. I'm even considering like, what if we turn this down entirely? I think I might have mentioned that before. Like, let me just consider the rooms real quick, because pool hall gives us keys. We have no idea what gallery gives us. Attic we want to see more often. We want to see it more often than storeroom, I find, even though it costs. Actually, no, it doesn't cost anything now because we axed it. So yeah. Reading nook. It'll encourage reading nook a bit more because I'll need the key, which is good and bad. I mean, it's better than a storeroom, I think, even though it's one. This might hurt us. I might very much regret this in the long run. I think it's going to change the balance of the game in a way where I'm going to be needing keys more often, and I'm not going to... And, like, anytime I'm complaining about my lack of keys, that'll be why. But then, maybe the room will show up, you know what I mean? I think we made some good choices there. Because boiler room is a mechanical room, we want to see those as often as possible. We'll probably take kennel here, just to ensure that we can pet the dog. And holy, my friend linked an image like this, and I wasn't sure what spawned it, but I guess it's just root cellar. We really want to see study now. Maybe we should have re-rolled for it in this spot. But I think it's pretty good, because like I said, we're going to be running a little low on keys. Kennel makes up for that. Okay, we're back to one door. I mean, we've basically been at one door, I just haven't acknowledged it. Definitely West Wing Hall here. I recognize garage could be solving my key problems. Dog's opening the doors for us. Root cellar kennel is crazy, actually. Let's go utility closet and then stop going up the West Wing Hall. I have this habit of just going up the West Wing Hall and I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, particularly if you want to get to Lady Clara's diary, but we don't have that option anyway, but like we don't necessarily need... We need these doors, but we need them in pointing more inwards. And this again will make our mechanarium go even harder. And then we can even turn off key cards because we don't have them yet. Plus with common security, yeah, this just feels right. Take the cloister. Cloister's doors, the only downside is it's wasting one, but we have so many gems, doesn't matter. Plus it's dig spots. For a second I didn't think there were dig spots when we approached the room, but... Keys! This seems like this run might go crazy hard. Like we have like a lot of synergy going right now. A little concerned about the solarium. Okay, we need to see a good hallway here. I said a good one, but thank you, Dovecoat, for saving us. And we don't take it, so it can maybe save us again in future. We don't need the steps. Let's continue eastward. We redraw. I guess we take Reading Nook. Or we go Clock Tower. I'm hesitant about Clock Tower. Because if it gives us the same thing, and also it's a puzzle. But it's also, you know, it's a dead end, man. I gotta go Reading Nook because we're a little low on keys, and we need them coming up now. And we need a door. And this is basically hell. Add the morning room. Go gift shop for doors. Go drawing room for doors and drafting. And gem. Wish this was a little faster. I'm gonna say it basically every time. We really need to get to foundation. We can redraw. We can also just take vault. We have the vault key. It'd be crazy not to. It is crazy to take it, but it's also crazy not to. Which key is it? 149. Another allowance, another passport, some money. Whose passport's this? Samantha Hayes. ID. Okay, what? It's like there's like a puzzle in here somehow? This is the second passport we found inside these. In fact, I can just go show you the other. This one says compromised in handwriting. This one has an X on it. With I, then D. Okay. Alright, big doors, big doors. Really big doors. Really big doors. You may see my conundrum here. How do we deal with this? What are we doing? We just close off that western edge. We don't have this. Okay, we need to take music room. Armory again because we have mad money. It's a prism, which might be my least favorite key. We need big doors. Okay. This is big enough doors. We get to see this horrible room again. Okay, instead of thinking long and hard about any of those, we're gonna move on for the moment. Many keys, which is beautiful. Key to the secret garden, which is exactly what I was looking for in the music room. Okay. Go classroom. No, go corridor. Pantry for door. We'll see where this leads. Bedroom for dice. Via our experiment. Let's maybe redraw for something nice. Trying to think, what are we looking to accomplish? How are we looking to accomplish it? It's a tough choice here. So I think, okay, we can do conference room, I guess. Take the doors. And then if we come back here, we can come back there after theoretically opening up the key to the secret garden. Seems to be a play. And then there's weight room as well, actually. And this hurts a lot, losing basically 50 steps, but it's actually not that bad, I don't think. Because we have Silver Spoon. And we want the doors, and we want the... We don't necessarily need this, but... It's nice to remind ourselves that we have this capability. Take a sip of my tea. Oh, that stuff's real good. Apple cinnamon. Go lab here. I'm a little concerned about the key to the secret garden potential. We could use it here. Let's keep this door locked just in case we have to, but I want to see if I can use it in this room directly below lab. This is keys. Did I turn down the pool room? I must have. No, it's commonplace. I just don't see it. It's like the first time I saw it this whole time. Okay, 13 diamond is inverted, it's 31, minus 20 is 11. Divided by 11 is 1. 24 minus 1 is 23. Invert is 32. Divided by 8 is 4. 7. Times 3 is 21. Invert is 12. Well, there's our key card. I would love for this like way earlier, so we could have snuck through foundation and made something happen. But whatever. I guess actually, now that I think about it, because we just made utility closet common, with security utility closet, we can do that and then go through. Maybe go through the thing. We'll go morning room just because it's a little uncommon, and it's a nature room, a green room. Got a dice for effort. Dogs unlock the door. More dice. I figure we might as well use that key because this door is unlocked and the next door might be as well. How many hallways did we draft today? Because I was gonna say this, yeah, this might be the lowest hallways we're gonna have in a while. We're gonna have 3 tomorrow. Many gemage. We've been having gems this whole day. So our run is ending one way or another. Trying to think if there's anything on the list we can even attempt to accomplish here. Treasure trove ain't it. I don't think. I think we use our dice. This is a situation in which planetarium may be okay, but... these are obviously not what we're looking for. Showroom is interesting. We go showroom. What can we buy today? Oh my god, you have to buy it the day of, so you need more than 100 gold. Oh my. What's our loot at? We buy Moon Pendant Master Key? If only we had coat check. I would coat check the Master Key probably. I think that's the first time we ever bought Master Key. I can't believe you need more than... You need $100 more than the showroom has. More keys. Not that we necessarily need any of this. I think this run is done. We could theoretically go through the conference room. I guess I could think about the gallery some more. I don't necessarily want to, I'll be real. But we don't see gallery that often, so I feel like I have to. We're gonna hit this. And actually, the run's not over. Now that I'm thinking about it, because we can rotate this now. Takes a little bit, but we can do it. And then we can go through the antechamber. And we can even get the blue crown along the way. And we have the Master Key. Nice. Okay. So there's even a chance we can full house this, but it'll probably be a little slim. Steps getting a little low because of the weight room, of course. But not anymore. Okay, so I think it behooves us possibly to go down to the basement. Again, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, should we really just go unlock that right away? The problem is it's a bit of a trek. It's like they don't want you unlocking this every run. They want you to think whether it's worth your time or not. And it kind of is in our situation, because we want to extend the run a little bit further to see what else we can find. And us having the crown will allow us to do that, just in case there's like a bad lavatory pull or something. Oh, I forgot. We changed the pathing. You know what? I might even do something crazy because we have this jackhammer. I'm thinking about it. We have to watch the cutscene though. My friend mentioned, or like she pointed out the cracked floor in the safe house. I'm curious if I should bother with that. Somehow, despite everything, we opened up every antechamber room again. I mean, it's easier than ever, of course. How far of a circle is it? It feels like it's a real far of a circle. Is it like some non-Euclidean stuff going on here? Listen, we're here. I have this item, and I'm probably not going to craft it again anytime soon, so I'm going to take this as a moment to sip my tea, even though you have to watch this cutscene. It's unfortunate. Not only do you have to watch the cutscene, you have to watch it slowly go. I may be slow, but watch me go. It's interesting. Simon, well, I don't know how interesting it is, but Simon's got white hair. What's up with that? Or like gray hair, silver hair. Do you think the disappearance of his mother stressed him out so much his hair went silver, went white? How long is this video? It's always a bit longer than I expect. Is the answer. Thankfully, on the way back, there is no cutscene. You don't have to watch this. I don't understand why they make you watch it every time. It's unfortunate that this run feels a little lackluster at the moment. We're gonna continue pulling out these seams as best we can, but I don't suspect this to be anything. No. So we go back, I guess. Shucks. That was the only suspicious thing. Like I said, we're back. All right. Getting stuck on geometry there. Music again quickly dies. Go back up now that we got the key. Get the crown. See what kind of shenanigans we can get ourselves into. Worst case, I think we leave this run on and I consider long and hard about this dang gallery. But I don't expect anything grand to happen there. I'll be real. Sort of expect that to go pretty poorly, but I think it is a way of ensuring maybe we can do something today. We can get rid of the mage chamber. This is exactly why we got it. And immediately the run is ruined. Do we reroll this? Okay, well, now we have some choices. We take ballroom, we extend the run. What does that accomplish? We don't know. We take clock tower, give us keys tomorrow, which is nice considering we may be low on keys from here on out. There's also a puzzle within the clock tower. Sorry, I'm yawning. There's also a study. And we know there's a puzzle within the study. It's called the safe. And we know that if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. I'm gonna read this hint in the clock tower and see if I have any inkling as to what this can mean. Because I believe it is this. Southward, I see a swan, ashen like sands of a shore, carried by westerly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward, I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth, and it's fourth spelt with a 4. Trying to think of it. Okay, so like if we do the study, the problem is we know the risk reward here of the study. So I think we're not taking study because I don't really care about the gem / red letter at this current moment. What is the 7th red letter going to give us? Absolutely nothing, I'm pretty sure. Just a little bit further context. The ballroom has mysterious potential because it could be anything in that final corner. It could be an armory. And that alone just maybe sold me. We did already take bedroom, which is what I was just looking for more dice. And then the clock tower, I don't know anything about. I want to take the clock tower again because I want to see if it's gonna have the same effect last time where we were just like speed running rooms. It was crazy. We're gonna take ballroom, lose all of our gems. It's no big deal. Master key yet again. And what did I say? Almost certainly want to see armory over anything else right now. And then now we want to see what we got here. The shield, ignore red room for $8. Can light candles, ignite fuses, self-igniting torch. Morning Star. These are all $8. We can afford them. We're gonna buy them all, and it's gonna make our, again, our pool of items for the moon pendant is a little more janky now. But all these items, or like most of these items, are better now, I would say. I think the value of the average item went up having bought those. Okay, so we got some things going. What are these things, you may ask? The self-igniting torch. We can use this outside, I think. I think we continue through here for now. Always using the master key. Study's here to taunt us once more. We take the veranda, spend our gems, go back in the ballroom. Take our gems back. Start digging. There's a metal detector. So we don't even need that necessarily. No, we don't have a magnifying glass. We didn't go to commissary yet. So yeah, we don't need the metal detector necessarily. Hallway for one final room. What are we hoping to accomplish? Otherwise it's freezer, and it's like freezer doesn't do anything for us really. Oh wait, no, we have a torch thing. Let's take freezer, because at the very least we're getting some extra money and gems for tomorrow. We can't heat it up, but we can do this. Okay, well, what did that really accomplish? Okay, we can keep doing it. What about here? Ooh. Ooh. Upgrade disc. Admin key Rivadi. We already know this one. The network servers are finally out of cold storage. Or at least as many as it could fit in the surrounding walls of the of the grotto off the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from my gardening to help Randolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided we're going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. This would serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Admin key Reva D. We already know that one. It doesn't work anymore. But that is some info. This info would have been good a month ago, maybe. But at the very least, I've solved that mystery. There is another letter. I realize. I just want to make sure that's it for here. So I don't know if there's anything to be done involving actually melting the whole freezer. Thaw only in the event of my death. I've never seen this stamp before. Of course, we don't have the magnifying glass for this stamp. That looks like the chevron for Costa Rica in the top left corner there. I'm gonna screenshot this, even though it doesn't say too much. Thaw only in the event of my death. So this is from Grandpa, I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, Simon. I'd wished for you to read this letter upon first arrival to Mount Holly, but I couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should prove quite the safe box, as all of the staff have for many years respected my wishes that remain shut and untampered. My favorite snacks were also stored in here. But in addition to these delicious treats, it has also served from the last 20 years, stored many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler, in fact, a dubious frozen post box of chilled secrets. Have you heard of the children of Blackwater? I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I've always denied involvement. To him, to the detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But can I honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance? And yes, I speak of her disappearance, not death, for I too cling to her hope that our fears are unfounded, and occasionally, from time to time, caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers. Still, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, even if it means passing the burden of these fragments on to you, even if that information may weigh even heavier on your head than the Crown involved. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to entrust entirely to this freezer, as I am not too confident that the sanctity of these snacks will extend beyond my life. I've also found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson that I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. I've placed 8 red envelopes in 8 even more secure locations throughout the estate and left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in almost every room of this house. This message is the key to unlocking these secrets, but it must be open in your interpretation, as the message itself harbors multiple dubious meanings and hidden entendres. One final word of advice: the safe combinations you are seeking will not be found in writing in the estate, so I hope you haven't been wasting too much time dotting down random invoice numbers and dates. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44-character message can you hope to unlock its many mysteries. To each their own letters. Herbert S. Sinclair. And then this is, okay, if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. It's a little unfortunate that it took me almost 40 days to finally get that note. Not that, you know, I don't know. It would have changed things for sure if I got that note earlier. But it took me so long to get fired in the first place. Okay. This is fine. So, what have we done? What have we done? What can we do? We can still go to the gallery. If I do that, it's going to be off camera. We can go to upgrade disc, so we'll do that. It's at security is the entrance hall, or we can go to laboratory. We can also go outside. We want to go outside anyway, probably. So let's just go outside. This seems right. I always keep my armory in between the ballroom and my veranda in the corner of my house. You know how it is. Alright, so we go to a foundation through our secret Batman exit. And then... No, and then. Go through this pathway once more. We have to go to the orchard, which is up here and around the corner, back towards Simon's camp. Still would like the third microchip. My understanding is both my friends have 3 microchips and I do not, so it's a little disheartening. And then one of them even mentioned that he sort of stumbled into the microchip. Can I not? Oh. Okay, I didn't know what I was doing there. Wait. Wait. Okay, so... Alright. I think my one friend who got the 3rd microchip doesn't know about this. Oh, man. Now what? I'm honestly not quite sure. Now I'm like thinking, well, there's been a few cases of random spots in the earth being places you dig, like right here. What if there's more like that? There probably is. That's what I'm assuming. This last microchip is dug somewhere. Stashed in a hole. Okay, at the very least, that's the thing we did. How many experiments? We did 2. All these bird baths. Go to security. Also, at the very least, we had a great conservatory today, I think. I think it's going to change a lot for our future. Because literally the first room we got was that storeroom, and I was like, I ain't feeling that one, bro. Can I use my... There we go. Right. I think this is upgrade number 12 out of maybe 16, something like that. Spare bedroom. Don't already have one of these? Oh, no, spare bedroom. No, it is. The heck? Servant's spare bedroom. +1 key for each bedroom in your house. +1 step for each bedroom in your house. Or for each room in your house. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. Next time you enter walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. So definitely not this one. Even though... I'm sure these are two, like, these would be fun. Both of these would be fun to pick. But low-key, I'm taking servant's spare quarters. Does this apply to paycheck for study or for office? For payroll? Because if so, that just makes it even better. We also tend to pick this pretty early, which would encourage maybe this one more. Because it'll be less keys and less steps. But I think even like a couple keys is actually huge. This will offset the storeroom that we just did. You got to think about it like that, because there's going to be less potential keys in future because of the storeroom nerf. But we should offset that now. Anything else? I feel like there was more, but I want to actually, let's test out dormitory since we're right here. We'll probably only get 10 steps, but if we get more, then dormitory's decent. And the answer is dormitory is not decent. I can't believe we upgraded spare bedroom into spare servants quarters. Like, what if we didn't take spare bedroom? What if we took one of the other ones, like spare hallway? It's weird. I'm curious. I want to look up all the upgrades, but also I don't want to spoil that for myself. Okay, anything else we did here? Right, we could go back to gallery. That's the last thing. You know what? Because I'm feeling a little, like, out of it, I don't think I'm going to do another run today. Which sort of encourages me to... Maybe we can make some more high-value items. Wait, moon pendant? What is that? How would that go with anything? Why is moon pendant and silver spoon there, is my question. Can you make something with those? Are there hidden contraptions? But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the gallery. And I'm gonna bump my head against that for a little bit. In lieu of doing another video. But tomorrow's run should be better, because we're gonna start with extra gems and money, as well as a couple items from the moon pendant, and it could be some great items. Today's car keys are a little underwhelming. Hopefully we don't see those again. But yeah, I think I'm gonna lose my mind in here for a little bit, and if you see more, you'll see more. Otherwise, thanks for watching, folks. Bye.